I was going through the videos of the then came Bronson bike, and I realized that I never made a video of it done. The last video was showing the bike fairly complete. It didn't have the exhaust system on it. It didn't have the tanks on it. It didn't have the sissy bar. It didn't have the seat on it. So it's done. This is my 1972 Harley Davidson XLH Sportster that I made a tribute or a replica then came Bronson bike. It's more of a tribute because yes, the exhausts aren't the correct ones. There's things on here that aren't exactly like the then came Bronson bike, but I believe it's a excellent example of the then came Bronson bike that probably 90% of the people wouldn't know, or 95% of the people wouldn't know the difference. In the earlier videos I talked about where I got it. I got this bike up in Roanoke, and it had been hit in the front end, and the guy basically he sold it to the guy that I bought it from, and he was going to fix it up, and he never did anything with it. And I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and I said, God, I gotta have it because it's in my 68 to 72 range. And I didn't even realize it at the time I was going to even make it into a then came Bronson bike, but I think it came out to be a very good example of what a then came Bronson bike is. It's got basically the front fender. It's got the Bates front headlight. It's got the round, I forget what brand they call that, round carburetor air filter on it, but this one is actually an original Harley Davidson air filter. It's not a kickstart bike. It's an XLH, not an XLCH. But it's got the 2-in-1 exhaust system that's actually for a 70, 71, 72 vintage. It's electric start. I made this sissy bar, and it's probably a little taller than what it should be. The then came Bronson bar might be a little shorter, I don't know, but I thought that was a good example of what it should be. And I made it kind of like the Schwinn sissy bar, where it doesn't have a back bracket here. I actually mounted it directly into the fender, so it blends in well. So it looks reasonably close. And I found a California license plate from 67 to 69, and it's actually got a 70 tag on there. It's got the correct Lucas type tail light on it. It's got the correct chrome fender on it. It's got the correct shocks with the black painted inside. It's got the correct key mount for it. The oil tank is chrome plated. I don't believe this is the God, it's so dirty. I don't believe the generator was chrome plated, but it is here. And then here's a starter. Look how dirty it is. Gosh, it's so dirty. Gosh, it's dirty. And get over on this side. I don't know how well you can see over here, but you can tell from the other videos. But you can see everything's done. It's got the correct choke. It's got the Harley Davidson emblem down there on the primary case. It's got the Speedo, the correct kind of handlebars on it. They're all internal throttle. It's a really, really cool bike. The then came Bronson bike. I grew up with the then came Bronson. I've seen all the movie. I saw the movie and I've seen the shows, and I have Michael Parks albums, and this is really what started me with Harley Davidson's. Actually, this bike right here, and then came Bronson. It was one of these things that that I fell in love with, I mean, how many people have the then came Bronson bike in their collection? And how many people even remember then came Bronson? It's a thing going away. A lot of people don't even know who then came Bronson was or what the show was about. Every time I talk to somebody, I have to explain it. But it's clear in my mind. It's what I grew up with. It's like Easy Rider. That was another great movie, and I always would have loved to build the Captain America bike, but that's I just never got there. I'm not really crazy into chopper kind of bikes. I try to keep them pretty much original as I can. I've never seen this bike, any original then Kim Bronson bikes. They claim that there was possibly 4 other bikes. I've never seen one in real life. I haven't even seen a tribute bike in real life. I've only seen them on YouTube channels, and it's just pretty amazing deal. And I worked really hard to get this thing as close to as original as possible. I mean, I had a lot of parts for it from my other Sportster projects, and I painted these tanks. Actually, this paint color is it's a Chevrolet engine paint color, and then I clear coated it with the 2K clear coat. And I am far from a painter, but that's pretty close to the then came Bronson color. I tried to source it, and I was going to buy it, in a can and have to paint it and all that stuff. And I finally came to the conclusion that if it can't be done out of a spray can, I'm not going to do it. So I need to get an air nozzle in here and blow this thing off. I think I'm going to do that after I take this video. I know I'm showing a lot of this side because it's hard to get to the other side, but it's so dirty. It is just so dirty, and but it's pretty close to what it should be. It's even got the Anderson, I think they call these Anderson foot pegs. That's what was on the back of Bronson's bike. Pretty much everything is chromed, should be chromed, is chromed, and there may be a little more chrome than what it would have been. There's all kinds of stuff in here. I relaced this wheel. I put chrome spokes in it. That's an original aluminum wheel I got on Facebook Marketplace. I think the tire is even from Facebook Marketplace. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff on here that if I didn't get it chrome. I have to. I use a chrome spray paint to make it look like it's cadmium plated. I'm thinking about going to doing cat plate, but it takes a lot of time to do the kind of stuff. Not that I don't have a lot of time to do stuff, but it came out relatively good. This is chrome spray paint that looks like cadmium. The nuts or bolts are close. So anyhow, this is the then came Bronson bike, and it's I just love it. I just love it. So it's in my collection. It won't go anywhere. My kids, if they have to do something with it when I'm gone, they shouldn't have any problem selling that bike. It could go into a museum. It's close enough to where a lot of people wouldn't know any different about the bike. I mean, if you saw pictures and then you looked at the exhaust, yeah, that's a dead giveaway. But other than that, it's a fairly close representative of the bike. And so then came Bronson, 1969, 1970. It's one of my dream bikes that will go down in my history anyway. So thanks for watching.